guys, it's Daniela again and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello. So for today's video, I thought I would finally do my 2020 random favourites. So I'm just going to be talking to you about stuff that really helped me get through 2020. For example, I'm going to be talking about hair care, skincare, podcasts, movies, books and stuff like that. So if you're excited about this video, please continue watching and let's get started. So the first thing that I want to talk about is painting. I'm not very artistic. I'm not someone that was like in love with art in school. I've never really been drawn to art at all. But this year, I really enjoyed painting. And it wasn't like amazing painting. It wasn't like faces or anything like that. I really enjoyed doing like abstract art. It really helped me like just de-stress, and that's something that is very different for me because like I said, I'm not a very artistic person. The only kind of artistic skill that I have is makeup, and even that, like, I'm not the most creative person when it comes to makeup. I think the reason that I liked it so much is because I didn't play my phone. I wasn't watching anything while doing it. It was just me and the piece of art. So now I'm going to talk about hair care. I'm going to talk about them briefly because everyone has like different hair needs and different preferences of what they like in their hair and what they want products to do for their hair. The range that I'm going to be talking about is all by L'Oreal, and it's the Dream Lengths range. So this is an item that I've bought, I don't know, 4 times now. I have spoken about this on my channel, I think, before. It's like a leave-in conditioner, and I just really like it. It doesn't weigh down my hair. It helps curl my hair, which is really weird because it's not a curling product. It just leaves my hair really soft, silky looking. It doesn't make my curls look less defined or frizzy. I just really like it. And I also like the hair mask, which I use. And I also use the shampoo and the conditioner. I just find these products are very lightweight for my hair. Since bleaching my hair, I've had like weird dry hair, but my hair is very, very oily. So I've loved using nourishing shampoos. But by the second day, my hair is an oil slick until I started using this one. Yes, it's nourishing for my hair, but it doesn't make it so nourishing that my hair gets greasy really quickly. Just really like this range. I also use the serum. I really like it. It's super lightweight. So yeah, I really like this range. I really like how it looks on my hair and how my hair feels when I'm using it. Yes, I would love to find something for like my oily scalp and allowing my hair not to be so oily. But at the end of the day, I think that's just genetics, and I feel like if I find something for my oiliness, I think it's going to affect the dryness in my hair because my hair is pretty dry. So yeah. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about skincare a little bit. Not actual like skincare products, just like more kind of devices. So the first product is this one here. So this is like an Euphoria dupe. I can't remember how much it was. I'll put it on the screen right now. So I don't use this every day just because I don't feel the need to. I can just use my cleanser on my hands. But I do use this on like a deep clean kind of day. So when I've worn makeup. And yeah, I really like this. This is a fraction, even less than a fraction of the price of the Euphoria one. I'm really surprised more people are not talking about these kind of like Euphoria dupes, because for me, I'm never going to need to spend 100 or whatever, how much money it is for an Euphoria one when I could just use this. So this is the top speed. I never use this. I use it on like the lowest speed. This charge lasts so long. I think since I've bought it, I've charged it probably once or twice, if that. And yeah, I just really like it, and I think it has really helped clear out my like pores and my nose, and I have a lot less blackheads because obviously I'm deep cleaning my skin. So my next product is one that I've used up and I haven't rebought. It is these like dots from Amazon. I can't remember the brand. These have come in so handy. I used the last one yesterday and I have a spot right here and it's like a white spot, and I used it, gunk, gone. It heals so much quicker because I'm getting the gunk out without me like squeezing it. And obviously I'm not getting scarring from squeezing the spot as well. These are so good. I honestly cannot believe, I couldn't believe that they worked. When I first put it on, I was like, this is going to be a gimmick. Like, there's no way this is going to pull out all the pus in my spot. And it did. So yeah, a whole pack for me lasted me a while. I don't know if it would be worth it if you have like proper acne. If you are getting like very regular whiteheads, I don't know if they will be worth it because you go through them so quickly. So yeah, I highly recommend them for those that only get like the odd white spot or don't have like severe acne. Okay, another like skincare kind of product is my reusable cotton pads. I don't buy disposable cotton pads anymore. I only use reusable. I actually bought a pack from Amazon, and then I actually bought a pack from Primark. The Amazon ones I actually recommend more than the Primark ones, because I feel like, yes, the Primark ones are thinner, so they don't soak up as much product, but they're a little bit rougher, so it feels like you're exfoliating your skin at the same time. But even though I'm saying Amazon ones I still use my Primark ones, and I still, whatever one I pick, I use. So these are the Pound Shop lashes. Even though they're in a case of the Fern McCann one, this is actually double stacked with the Jessica Bright one and this one. I actually prefer them stacked because I like how dimensional it is and it looks much nicer when it's stacked. So really, these lashes cost you £2, and this is the first pair that I've got, but I know for a fact when I've used this pair up, I will go and repurchase it, because it's like £2 like for lashes, for 2 pairs of lashes. I really like these. These are the only lashes that I've worn, unless I'm wearing corner lashes like today. And yeah, I really recommend them. And obviously, if you are used to Lily lashes, you might not like these, but I never bought really expensive lashes, so for me, these are really good. Obviously, I'm not the connoisseur when it comes to lashes. I don't really know a lot about lashes, however, I do really like these. So my next product is this one here. So these are my wireless headphones by Mifo. I don't know how much these were, but I don't think they were more than £100. I love this. This has completely changed the game for me. I cannot go back to like wired headphones. I will never buy the Apple ones because I just don't think they're worth it. I've seen them, I've heard them, and I still think these are better. The sound is brilliant. With these, even when I have them on a really low setting, or when I don't have them on at all, like I just put them in my ear, I can really not hear anything. It really does like block out sound. I actually got given this as a present for Christmas or birthday, I can't remember, and hands down my favorite present I've ever received. This has truly changed the game for me. This is what it actually looks like, and you don't really need to charge them a lot. Like, they don't lose battery very quickly. Like, I can have these on for hours and hours. I haven't even touched any of my other headphones. I've got Beats, and I still prefer these over my Beats. My next favorite is Harry Potter. I am a massive fan of Harry Potter. I have no shame at all. Some people are weird about it. I have no shame at all. I am a massive Harry Potter fan. Movies, and now books. I had never read the books before, but 2020 was the year that I finally decided to start reading the books. I think the books are so much better than the movies, and I am finally on board with it. I used to hear that all the time, and I was like, how? The movies are amazing. How can the books be so much better? They're much more detailed than the movies, but I understand that because you can't really expect to put all the information in the movie that you can in a book, but they're just so good. I honestly love Harry Potter. I read through them so quickly, and I'm dyslexic. I really struggle with reading. I can't concentrate very easily when it comes to reading, and I read them so easily. If you have watched the movies and you've loved the movies, hands down, read the books. You will not be disappointed. Honestly, it was one of the best things I'd done in 2020. So yeah, I'm really happy I read the Harry Potter books. It really did just help me escape the year of 2020. One of my favourite movies of 2020, which was actually the only and the last movie that I watched in cinema, was Bad Boys. So I think Bad Boys came out in February. I watched it and I loved it. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as the first and the second one, but honestly, it did not disappoint. I love the storyline. Nicky Jam's in it. He's one of my favourite artists. Honestly, I loved it. There's only one new podcast that I started listening to this year. It was actually released in 2020. Is Lights Out. So this is by Josh, who is the husband to Kendall Ray. Obviously, Kendall and Josh already have a podcast called Mile Higher. I listened to that already. It's like one of my favourites. It's basically the first podcast that I listened to. I didn't really even know about podcasts until they started it. So yeah, Josh and his brother Joel have their own podcast called Lights Out. It's a lot more creepy. It's a lot more intense than Mile Higher, and I really like it. So yeah, that's the only podcast that I haven't mentioned before because obviously it was released in 2020. But the others that I've listened to and I mentioned in my 2019 favourites, so they're still the same. I wanted to talk about my favourite YouTubers of 2020. This was really hard for me because I subscribe to a lot of people, and I watch basically more or less every video a person puts up, unless it's like really not interesting to me at all. So I'm only going to mention people that I discovered this year because I think I've mentioned my favourites before. I subscribe to Kelly Gooch. Really like her content. She uploads a lot. Even though her videos are short, I really like them. I think they're very informative. Cindy Black, I love her history and makeups. That's basically what I watch the most on her channel. I think she is such a good storyteller. I think she does a really good job at telling us enough information, but then also letting us kind of go and research if we want to on our own. And I think she's hilarious. Like the way she goes back in time. I really like her. I think she's hilarious. Someone else I really enjoy watching is a girl called Tina Lee. I love her DIYs. I think she's so creative. I love her colour schemes and I really like her YouTube videos. I've actually learned a lot from her videos. Someone else that I really enjoy watching like DIYs from is DIY Danny. I really like her. I think she's really funny. I think she's quite quirky. Her dog is really cute. I really like her and I like how she's now bought a house and she's redoing the house. And I like how she like kind of teaches you how to like do stuff with like tools that I'm not going to do, but I still like watching it. Someone else that I really enjoy watching is Adriana Matalano. I cannot say her name. I always butcher it. I really like her. I think she's very cool. I like how she reviews stuff. I just like how she does tags as well, which I like doing tags and I like watching tags. And yeah, I really like her. And then the last two people that I'm not really into this kind of YouTube, but it's like kind of like van life, cabin life, like in the woods kind of YouTube. I don't watch stuff like that. Since finding these two people, I found myself watching like tiny home tours and stuff like that because they're so interesting and so different to my life that I'm just so intrigued by it. So I started watching Eamon and Beck. I really like their content. I really like Beck. I really like Eamon. I like how they have like different people in their house as well, like the dad and like neighbors and stuff. I really like how they're doing up a whole cabin. They live on a beautiful lake. Like, why would I not want to watch them? And then someone else that I really like watching is Hannah Lee. She bought a cabin on her own. She lives completely on her own. And it's just really interesting because I could never live in a cabin by myself. I'd be absolutely terrified. And she does it. And she like does all these things to her house and she tries to fix it up. I don't think I'd survive in the woods. And she's now in a van driving down south, I think. So yeah, all the YouTubers that I mentioned today are completely favourites. Like, I really look forward to their content. I'm like eager for days that they upload because I know I'm going to enjoy their content. So yeah guys, those are all my random favourites of 2020. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd love for you to subscribe, like the video if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.